Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. This video is going to be some of my more recent favorite baby items. I know a lot of you always request for me to do mommy types of videos, so this year I kind of really want to focus on having that be a sublet of my channel, not necessarily taking over my entire YouTube channel. However, being a mom is a huge part of my life, so I do want to share kind of my thoughts and opinions on some of the products that I've been loving lately. If you are new to my channel, hello and welcome. My name is Ashley and I do have two daughters. I had my second daughter about almost 7 months ago. This February she will be 7 months. You could probably hear her crying outside. If you are interested in the products that I have been loving lately, just stay tuned. Okay, so the first item, this is actually a thermometer. This is by the brand Fendlee. I don't know about you guys, but if you have an older child in school that is more socially active as far as being around, you know, other kids, other people, and then you also have an infant, chances are that if the older one gets sick, the younger one will probably catch a little cold as well. This is a thermometer that I actually didn't really realize the importance of it until I had Carson. Raiden, I had one, I would lose it all the time, and then I'd buy another one, and then I would lose it, and then I'd buy another, and then it gets to the point where I just eventually gave up because I never really used it. This is actually a no contact thermometer. You have your button down here that you press and then you wave it across the forehead, and it takes a reading and it gives you a more accurate reading here on the screen. So this is what I've been using a lot with Carson. Another thing that I love about this is it's not just for you know, like temperature readings as far as like forehead readings. Because it's a no contact thermometer, you can actually gauge the temperature in like your living room or your nursery or wherever the baby is going to be. And that way you can kind of rest assured that it's not hot nor cold. Carson is, I swear, like a warm-blooded baby. She like sweats when it's, to me, cold. So I'm, you know, constantly checking that also. But not only that, you can actually check the temperature of water. Raiden and I love our water just scorching hot. So obviously what's going to be hot or not as hot for us could definitely be very hot for Carson. So if you take this thermometer and you like shoot it in the water, and it'll give you like a temperature reading of the water, you know, degrees in Fahrenheit or Celsius. So it's multi-purpose and I love it. It turns off by itself if it's inactive for like 30 seconds or something like that. Another product, this is actually from Skip Hop. I love Skip Hop. I think their products are amazing. The quality is just there, and you don't have to spend a fortune to get their products, you know what I mean? And it's just, like I said, the quality is exceptional. But this is one of my favorite products. It's actually a nightlight slash like soother noise music maker. This is actually a nightlight that pierces through this piece of fabric. So if you're in the nursery and you put it in, you know, wherever, down on the counter, the changing table or whatever, it actually projects onto the ceiling. It soothes them when it's bedtime. It has definitely become a part of her bedtime routine, is the music, what do you call it? Is the lullaby music that it plays. So you won't be able to see, but I actually pushed the button and the lights are shining, but because of all my lights you can't tell. But the lullaby music, it, like I said, it has definitely become a bedtime must. It goes off by itself, so you don't have to worry about going in, you know, to turn it off or whatever. So after that 20 minutes it does shut off by itself, which is great. Now moving on to another favorite product of Skip Hop. I actually featured this high chair on my Instagram. I got this high chair and I literally use it every single day. My favorite part about it is it makes for fast, quick, and speedy cleanup. Like, I am one of those moms that it drives me crazy when fabric and all that kind of stuff for baby, it gets messy and it's hard to clean. But this high chair is so easy to clean. There's no fabric on it whatsoever, aside from the, you know, the straps, but that is easily clean when you just wipe it down with a wipe or whatever. I'm that kind of mom that won't give them that, you know, like I know I see a lot of pictures of kids like just going to town on their food and their cake, and I'm like, oh my god, that stresses me out. But to be honest, it all comes down to the cleanup, and just, you know, it makes it so easy and it's so fast. I just go in there with a wipe and just clean everything, and it's just gone. Everything is gone. So that is my favorite part of it. But it is the 2.0 Convertible Highchair, I believe is what it's called. So it actually grows with your baby. So you can have it as a high chair, or you can actually take the wooden parts off, I think. I haven't messed around with it. My husband actually put it together, but I believe you can take the bottom part of it and have it like a low chair. And then also, as your baby turns into a toddler, you can actually just have it as a chair for him or her to just sit down in, or keep it in your playroom or whatever. So honestly, she's in that every single day. If I'm in the kitchen cooking, you know, washing up something or whatever, she's in the high chair and just going, you know, to town playing with her toys or whatever. So I love it. I think it's great. I definitely like and appreciate the high chair, so I can put her down and actually have my hands to myself so I can do other things. But yeah, so I will list that down below for you guys as well. Okay, so moving on. Now it's so funny how one child could be one way growing up and then another child is complete opposite. That is totally the case with my two. Raiden was such a good baby. Now that I realize she was my abnormal baby, because she never cried, she never really had issues, she was very independent. Whereas Carson, she's my clingy baby. She definitely cries. She gave me such a hard time the first like 3 months or so, but now she's growing out of it, and she's just, you know, just a very loving baby. I love her to death, but at the same time, she is a baby, you know, she cries. Whereas Raiden, I didn't really have to go through any of that, which is crazy. But anyway, so lately I've been noticing that she gets a diaper rash. Again, with Raiden, I never really put any ointment or anything like that, because she never really suffered from diaper rash, or she was never red down there or anything. I know it's always good to add anyway, but you know, at 22 years old, what do I know? So this has been quite the handy tool that I discovered. I actually came across this on Amazon, and I told my husband about it, and he was like, oh my gosh, that's like the stupidest thing ever. And I understand, like, really, you don't need to have something like this, but for me, it just makes life easier. It makes for a quick cleanup, and I don't like coming in contact with my hands. I don't know what germs are on my hands that I can give to her or put on her skin to make it more irritable. So when it comes down to, you know, if she has irritable skin or diaper rash, I like to use this handy tool that I actually got from Babies R Us. I think it was like $8 or so. But basically, you know, you have your little suction down here. You can stick it wherever, you know, the changing table is, or you can carry it in your baby bag. It makes life so much easier for me. So basically, you just kind of squirt the cream onto, I don't know what you call this. It is a baby bum brush. So you put the ointment on the baby bum brush, and then you kind of just spread it out like this with it. That way you don't have to touch it. And also, I realized in the times that I have used my fingers, it kind of can be very greasy and hard to clean up if you're in a rush, and I don't like to have that residue lingering on my fingers. So something like this, you put it on there, you spread it around, and then you use a wipe and you just wipe it off, and it makes for easy cleanup that way. So it's kind of just one of those convenience things and makes life easier, but I have been loving it. I've been using it a lot lately. I talked about this briefly in, I think, another older video, but these are the butt creams that I've been loving. I do actually have the original size. I don't know where it is right now, but this brand has been such a lifesaver. Carson, I don't know, will break out in some butt rash or, you know, whatever. I don't know where it comes from. For a while, I think it was the wipes that I was using, which this is the wipes that I was using. This is the Free and Clear 7th generation wipes, but I think it irritated her skin. I normally use the Pampers wipes, which at first, when I first had Raiden and she was a baby, I loved the wipes. But now, knowing like the harsh chemicals and stuff like that, I was a little apprehensive. However, those are the wipes that don't do me wrong right now. I did try the water wipes I mean, I love that, but it's not, I don't know. I have to play around with it more. But I did pick up the 7th generation, and it's supposed to be like, you know, made for sensitive skin, gentle skin, free of you know, no harsh chemicals and all that stuff. But to be honest, ever since I started using these wipes, that was when I noticed she started having like irritated skin down there. So I stopped it, and then it's gone away. So I don't know what's with those wipes. I've been using the butt paste with this guy every time I change her diaper, and it has helped tremendously. I love it and would highly recommend. Okay, so moving on. Another thing that I have been doing or appreciating lately, these are the Boogie Wipes made with natural saline. I don't know, I never bought this kind of stuff with Raiden. I just kind of, you know, used her burp cloth and wiped it up. but lately, now that Carson has kind of been under the weather, she's been having really running nose, and I hate when I wash, you know, if I'm sick and I keep wiping my nose, it's super like sensitive and sore around there. So I like to use these every once in a while to kind of make sure that I can break up any like hardened stuff around her nose without it being so harsh on her skin, because I can just imagine if I keep using her burp cloth to wipe it around, it's gonna hurt, and it doesn't, you know, feel nice. So I kind of want to make it at, you know, the least painful as possible, obviously. So this is just the Boogie Wipes that I got from Target. I get it, you know, every now and again I get a couple coupons, and it gives me like 50 cents or $1 off. So this is something that I have featured on Snapchat, Instagram, I think. Maybe not Instagram, but a couple of you have seen her use this. This is the Munch Mitt, and this is what it looks like. I actually got it from a local boutique, but I have seen it on Amazon. If you are interested in something like this, I will look up the link for you and I'll list it for you. But this is the Munch Mitt, and basically it's like a glove that you can kind of attach on her hand. I don't give it to her all the time because, you know, when it comes down to babies, or at least my baby, she gets bored every, you know, not quickly, but as far as if she still has the same toys every now and again, she'll get bored of it. So I try to keep this for only when we're out, and I keep it in the baby bag. So when she does see it, she's like, I can't even get it on her hand before she's like trying to reach it and go to town on it. But like I said, it is like a little mitt here. So you put it on their hand, and they basically just like go to town on it, and they bite and they slobber all over it. Carson already loves to put her fingers in her mouth, and again, when it was in, you know, when it was more colder outside, like when we were in Vegas and stuff like that, the fact that she would just completely saturate her hand and just have like drool all over the place, her hands would always be like super cold. So I got this because I didn't, you know, to try to prevent her hands of getting like super wet and just like all icky. So I got this, and she just loves it. Every single time I put it on her, she goes to town and she is good and quiet for a while. It actually does come with this little pouch thing, so when you wash it, you put it in here, and then you just throw it in the wash as you would any, you know, just washing normal clothes or whatever. So definitely would recommend this. Like I said, I got it from a local boutique for about like $20, which I think is kind of pricey, but at the same time, it does keep her occupied and busy for a good amount of time, so I definitely think it is worth it. Last but not least, if you are interested in actually winning, I have a couple of these to give away. I had them and wanted to give it away around Christmas time, but I was so busy with vacation and all that, I didn't get a chance to actually get around to making this video. But at the same time, I do have these to give out, and I do have a couple extra knickknacks that I want to include in it. It is for mamas out there, obviously. So this is the Lullababy travel bassinet, and you guys, this has been a lifesaver. It is something that I keep in the car, and because it has the extra compartments like these pockets right here, you can keep diapers in here, you can keep wipes, ointments, anything that you need. I kind of look at it as my my emergency go-to kit, because that way I can keep it in the car. It's a bassinet that if I ever need, you know, to lay her down somewhere, if we go traveling or whatever, I have that. It opens up to a nice size like bassinet, and she can just relax and chill and, you know, kind of be or have that sense of home wherever we go. I'm gonna make it super simple. You know, comment down below what your favorite baby items are, and then I'll do a random pick that way, and then I'll send it out with some extra goodies should I ever need, like say Carson has like an explosion and I need a diaper or wipes and I don't have it, it'll be there for me should I ever need it. So it's kind of one of my like go-to travel emergency kits, if you will. So that is pretty much it. I have a whole bunch more, but this video is going to be forever long if I go through all the products. So I will try to keep up with this kind of video for you guys and kind of, you know, keep it going. That way I'm always introducing new products, always telling you about what I've been loving or what's new out in the market. So again, if you want to enter to win one of those Lullababy bassinets, just comment down below your favorite baby item so that way I can check it out. I'm always looking for new fun baby items. So anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Thank you so much for watching, and until next time, I will see you guys in the next video. Mwah.